we felt like human beings here. We didn't feel, only like we had been hit by a car and we were here to be, shored up. We felt like people got to know us, people know our story. There were moments of humor, there were certainly a few tears, and we rode those waves in such exquisite company the entire time. Lori and I were walking our typical 3-mile loop on April 20th, and we were coming up to the home stretch of where we lived, and about 2.5 miles in on our walk, we were on the sidewalk in Brattleboro on South Main Street when a car that we didn't hear or see coming crossed the center line, crossed oncoming lane, and came right up onto the sidewalk.
It's unbelievable. It still is. Like even now, for us, it's about, okay, what can I do today? How am I feeling today? Can I do better today? Is it better? But every once in a while, I'll be like, God, we got hit by a car hit us. It's rock, paper, scissors, like metal and flesh. We are the losers.
Being wheeled in and having Rebecca, who I think of as like this incredible, like present, like tall, like an elm tree, standing there beaming, right? Showing me my room, asking me all the questions that she asked, but in such a humane, such a respectful, such a loving, such a gentle way. And then meeting Ben, who was a hospitalist who was on call, and having a real conversation with him about not just like what was going on in my physical body, but how I was feeling, was there trauma? What did I want him to know? It's just like this incredibly holistic welcome that was like right out of the gate. It was clear to us that the nursing staff, that the occupational therapists and the physical therapists were in touch with one another, and that's part of how that invisible holding happened. Like being here for the days that we were here reminded us that this is the true possibility of how human beings can show up and care for one another. And if it can happen here, like this is also the microcosm of what we can and should be creating in the broader world, right? It's egoless and there's incredible teamwork. And so I was recognizing that kind of familiar, brilliant way of showing up, like for every person that came in the room, and every single person asking, is there anything else I can do for you? Is there anything else you need? I love that there was a range of approaches.
Like people were just so kind to me, and it healed me in a way that, it maybe didn't change my entire outlook on life, but it did change me, and it gives me hope that we can be like this with each other, and, you, as Donna said, you can't be more helpless than to be all broken and in a bed, like in your Johnny and everything. But this place is just so dear to both of us.
Never forget.
Yeah, ever.
What you all did, when we got here. And hopefully we can take some of that out, right? That kind of, it's like leaving. We left with our kindness cups filled to overflowing. And so we can bring that out, into places that we go.